How to be successful in life. 13 life-changing tips. What is success to you? To some, when they think of success, they imagine wealth. Others want power. Some just want to make a positive impact on the world. All of these are perfectly valid. Indeed, success is a concept that means different things to different people. Though no matter what success is to you, it almost certainly isn't something will come easily. There are countless guides and books to being successful. However, as success is personal and unique to each individual, the advice contained in these books can often not be relevant. Therefore, following the advice of a single individual can often be unhelpful. With this in mind, considering the advice of a great many people whose ideas of success were different both to each other, and quite possibly to you, can be a good alternative. 1. Think big. There are few artists as influential as Michelangelo. Today, centuries after his death, his work still inspires and connects to people. His work is world famous. Just think of his statue of David, or the mural in the Sistine Chapel in the Vatican. Imagine then, if he decided not to work as an artist. Being a successful artist has always been extremely difficult. Imagine if he decided to give up this ambition in favor of something easier. Oftentimes, people often decided to put their dreams aside for something more realistic. To give up their dream for something easier. This quote teaches us the danger of such a point of view. Instead, be ambitious. 2. Find what you love to do and do it. This is a good quote to remember and think about when you're at work. Imagine being as successful as possible in your current job. Ultimately, you'll probably find yourself working extremely hard, and this will take up much of your time. If it's a job you hate, then being successful at it might only mean filling your life with something you hate to do. What's the sense in this? Instead, why not focus on doing something you love? When you've found what you're passionate about, you get the motivation to keep you moving. Success at this means the fulfillment of your dreams. Not sure what your passion is yet? You should learn about your motivation engine first. To discover your own motivation engine, join Lifehacks free fast track class. Activate your motivation. In this intensive session, you will dig deep into your inner drive and passion and build a unique motivation engine based on it, so you will never lose motivation again even when times get tough. Join this fast track class for free here. Even if you are not successful, you still filled your time with something you love to do. Many successful musicians spent years of their lives doing unpaid performances. The only reason they kept playing was because they loved to perform. 3. Learn how to balance life. All too often, people think that to be successful, they need to make the object of their success their life. If a person thinks their job will lead them to success, then they may spend countless hours per day, and well into the evening working hard. However, this comes at the cost of rest, your health, and having an enjoyable life. Ultimately, they may burn out and cease to be successful at their job anyway. If success comes from having a strong social life and a good group of friends, their job may suffer, meaning that they may lose their job, and then be unable to afford going out with friends. In these ways, success, as Phil Knight says above, is helped by balance. Think of it as a balance between rest and work, or work and play. 4. Do not be afraid of failure. There is a story. It's unconfirmed whether it actually happened, yet the message within is nonetheless true. Thomas Edison inventing the light bulb was the result of several hundred failed attempts. In an interview, he was asked, "How do you feel after all of your failed attempts?" His response was, "Great, I didn't fail, I learned hundreds of ways not to invent the light bulb." He saw each failure as a lesson. From that lesson he learned what won't work, and also might work instead. Each failed attempt, each rejection, were key steps on his path to success. It is easy to feel like you should give up after a failure. But perhaps in that failure is a lesson. Pay attention to your failures, study them. Perhaps then you'll learn how to succeed. 5. Have an unwavering resolution to succeed. This, in many ways, relates to the above quote about learning from your failures. It's the easiest thing in the world to give up from a failure. The only way to push on is if you have the true burning desire to succeed, to not be moved or dissuaded from your goals. If you are not truly dedicated towards success, then each failure will hurt more, each setback will slow you down. Success is hard. Without the unwavering desire to succeed, this difficulty may seem insurmountable. With the desire, it is merely an obstacle to go through. 6. Be a person of action. Though it was said hundreds of years ago, it works just as much today as it ever had. It applies to literally any successful person. Think about it. Picture someone like William Shakespeare. When we think of the time he lived in, we think of the time in a way shaped by him. When we think of Renaissance era Italy, we think of Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci. Or think about the present day, Bill Gates or Steve Jobs. Our current way of life would simply be incomparably different if they didn't accomplish what they did. You're probably reading this article on a device by a company that they either founded or companies influenced by them. All these figures were proactive. They saw ways to do things differently and did them. If they let the world shape them, then they'd simply fit into the background. Instead, they shaped the world. Applying this to you? Don't be afraid of going outside the norm. If you can think of a better way to do something, do it that way. If you fail, try again. Most importantly, don't wait for the perfect time to take action. Do what you need to now. To get into the habit of taking action, join the free Fast Track class, No More Procrastination. You will learn how to overcome procrastination and start taking action to make your goals happen. Join the class for free here. 7. Cultivate positive relationships. The best leaders and some of the most influential people, and Theodore Roosevelt is one of the best leaders and one of the most influential people to have lived, were not those who caused commotions, who fought with people or disregarded people, but were people who were friendly to those around them. People liked them. They wanted them to do well. This is key to good leadership. It's logical. If someone likes you, they want to help you. If you give them a suggestion, they'll gladly follow through with it. But if someone doesn't like you, they may either refuse to help or actively get in your way. What's more, it's always a good idea to cultivate good relationships. You can never tell who will prove to become someone who'll be able to help you in a big way, or even be a good and supportive friend. As such, help people and they may help you, and be good to people, and they might be good to you. 8. Don't be afraid of introducing new ideas. It is an unfortunate truth that those with the boldest ideas are often disregarded. Most of us are taught from an early age to think and do things similarly to everyone else. This can be great to fill an existing role. But to truly do things differently, and all successful people did things differently, you need to think differently. If you have a new idea, don't throw it away because it's new and different. Instead, celebrate it. Your strange new idea might one day be the one that leads you to success. 9. Believe in your capacity to succeed. Success has to be something you can imagine yourself achieving. It is possible that you will come across those who doubt you and your ability to succeed. You must not become one of these people because the moment you cease believing and dreaming is the moment these dreams fall away. Keep dreaming. 10. Always maintain a positive mental attitude. Like the above quote says, you need to trust in your ability to succeed. This is the only way to cultivate the right mindset. Replace negative thoughts with the positive ones. You need to approach problems, not as obstacles stopping you, but merely tasks that need to be completed for you to keep going. If you stay positive and think like this, setbacks won't affect you so much, people's doubts won't impact you, and even the biggest obstacles will seem like minor problems. However, with a wrong mindset of doubt, you'll be much easier to stop. 11. Don't let discouragement stop you from pressing on. It is an unfortunate fact of human nature, all of us in some way doubt ourselves. This can be made far worse if others doubt us too. When surrounded by doubts, giving up can actually seem like a good idea. Don't pay attention to the doubts. If you are discouraged, ignore it. Watch this video and learn what to do even when others don't believe that you'll succeed. If this discouragement moves into your mind and you begin to doubt yourself, it is important to ignore this too. This is how self-doubt keeps you stuck and how to overcome it. 12. Be willing to work hard. You might have heard the quote that success is 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration, or you may have heard about the 10,000 hours idea. Whichever way you frame it, they say one thing. True success comes from work. You'll never become successful if you don't work towards your goal in life and keep working towards it. Check out this article and you'll understand why hard work beats talent. 13. Be brave enough to follow your intuition. In ancient Greece, there was a group of oracles who lived in Delphi. Everyone who needed advice or to know their future visited them, from the poorest of society to kings. Above the doorway of the temple were the words, "Know thyself." If you strongly believe and desire something, chances are that you already have an idea how to get there. If not, you may naturally know what things will help you and what things will slow you down. It's like how your body can detect danger even when things seem safe. Ultimately then, you need to trust your own instincts. Final thoughts. What you might have noticed is that many of the above lessons are similar. Most are about developing the right state of mind. This clearly suggests that the key to achieving success, in whatever you wish, comes down to the way you approach it mentally. Moreover, no matter what stage of life you're at now, you can still make a difference and pursue success. You can make resetting your life possible when you do this, how to start over and reboot your life when it seems too late.